So welcome back to the MDSAP program, which is most awaited program, and this is going to become a very popular program. Why? Because every company would like to have single audit program, because they can enter into 5 different countries by implementing this program to their company. So before I start with my presentation, I would like to introduce Shazia, who is with us. She is a very good trainer, a very knowledgeable person, and she has done her master's in biotech, having more than 13 years of experience in medical devices. She is also a lead internal auditor plus lead auditor, and she has done many certification courses from BSI like UUMDR, MDSAP. She has successfully completed 3 projects in MDSAP. She's expert in the gap assessment with respect to MDSAP, and she has hands-on experience in MDSAP quality management system implementation. And she led these 3 times, MDSAP, and she has successfully completed stage 1, stage 2 audit to get the certification. So I welcome Shazia with us because she will be training you guys entire day. So please welcome her. And she, believe me, she's the very nice trainer. She's going to make you a very interactive session. You will be gaining a huge knowledge out of this session. Okay, though we charge very low amount because this is the first batch which we have started with. And maybe if you are really interested to gain in-depth knowledge, we are launching in-depth 2 days program, maybe in the month of September or October. Okay, so just listen to her carefully. And before she starts, I would like to go through just the agenda, okay, what we are going to discuss throughout this day. So all the content which we have gathered is from the different sources available on Google, internet, and different website, health authority website, and we have acknowledged the sources. Then this is what the course aim is. You are going to learn many things out of this today's session, starting with what is MDSAP, its history and background, how it has started and evolved over the period of time. Then we are going to provide you knowledge and the key points for all chapters. So you are going to learn so many chapters, so many tasks are there. So through the next slide, you will come to know how big it is. This is not an easy task for a trainer also, to talk on the subject. It's a huge topic. But we are going to discuss about all key points, about the MDSAP. Then we are talking about MDSAP audit cycle, MDSAP non-conformity grading, then overview of the audit approach, MDSAP audit pattern, gap assessment, and MDSAP implementation, and some activities also are planned for you. So let us make this session very interactive. If you have very difficult question, just park your question, because there will be a question and answer session at the end of the session. And also after closing chapter 1, 2, or 3, we are going to take break. So there will be 3 breaks in between. So please cooperate with us because it is going to be a huge topic, and it is we need your kind attention. Because focus should be on learning rather than putting your like, I would request you to keep your ear open. Listening skill should be very nice to grab all the topics. I swear, when I started learning this MDSAP, I found it's very difficult to grab. But we made it in such a way, with the activities, with lots of the question answer, MCQ. You will enjoy this session. Bet on this. And the trainer is such a nice lady, so I leave it on her after these 2 slides. So this is MDSAP. Everybody knows what is MDSAP, correct? So MDSAP is nothing but Medical Device Single Audit Program, and it is for 5 different countries, correct? And MDSAP is a process audit. Product approval pathway is still required. Am I right? So because each country specific regulations and the product specific standards are different. So you have to keep in mind that any health authority is looking for what? To protect public health. So in order to protect public health, we have to meet three basic parameters. That is quality, safety, and what? Integrity and performance of your medical device. Am I right? So if you are going to meet these three requirements, any health authority will be more than happy. So how you meet those requirements, that is up to the applicant, up to you as a company owner, you as a company employee. So you have to understand the quality aspects, the regulatory aspects of different countries, correct? And beyond that, if you build a robust quality management system as per ISO 13485, nothing is left out. Sky is the limit for you. So try to build, first of all, the quality management system as per ISO 13485 to take this forward with your MDSAP. Okay, so that is in nutshell. So there will be 7 total chapters. Okay, 7 total chapters in MDSAP. And how many tasks? Can you believe how many tasks? So each chapter has different tasks. If you see, the chapter 1 has 11 tasks, 2 has 3, chapter 3 has 16. So total there are 90 tasks. You can see out of these 7 chapters, there are 90 tasks, and it's not easy to cover all 90 tasks within 4 hours, 5 hour session. So, but we are going to give gist of all. So if you want to really understand in depth, you can see this chapter 1, chapter 2, you can see versus the task. So huge it is. You can see. So this is chapter up to chapter 7. So now I would request Shazia to take this forward. And thank you for your kind attention. And I hope you will enjoy this session. If you want to stop in between, do let us know, and please cooperate with us for the entire day. Okay, keep your mobile on silent mode, or I would say switch off, because we need your attention on this program. You are paid for it and you are investing your time, right? So you have to learn more. Secondly, there will be a final assessment. Okay, before we award any certification, as per Raj PRC policy, we always have pre-assessment and the post-assessment. Okay, so after we complete this session, there will be a post-assessment. So thank you, Shazia. You can take it forward.
Yeah,
you can share your screen now.
Yeah. Thank you so much. First of all, thank you, Rashri, for giving me this opportunity, and welcome you all participants. Definitely in this session, we will learn a lot related to the MDSAP. Okay, in case of any query, any confusion, you can ask in the mid of the training, or you can also ping in the chat box. So later on, we can pick your queries also. Okay, so now I'm going to share my screen. I hope this is visible for all of you.
Yes.
Okay, just give me a minute.
Yeah, keep it full view.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, so Rashi already covered this slide, and for the MDSAP. So first, I want to understand from you guys. Rashi is already very nicely explained about the MDSAP, and there is a one note that is called the MDSAP is a process audit. Product approval pathway is still required. What does that mean? Just make an interactive session, then we will enjoy whatever you understand, because this session is not going to judge you. This is for the learning and upgrading your skill. So what do you understand? Just tell me.
This means if we sell our product in US, then still we need to have 510K or pre-market approval.
Correct. Very nice. Though the concept is very clear, this MDSAP audit is just a process audit, because most of the people get confused. If they are plan to sell your product in the Brazil, they feel that once we will get the MDSAP certification, we are free to sell the product, but it's not like that. If you want to sell your product in the USA, they have their different pathway to approve your product. So this should be a very clear requirement for the MDSAP that will not review the pathway for your MDSAP, sorry, for the product approval and the product requirement. MDSAP is just a process audit. Is that clear? So chapters, we will explain it in a later way. I will show you the complete detail and the complete documentation also, in which the Rashi has been prepared, summarize very nicely for all the chapters and the tasks. So we will come later on that slide. Next is the history. So the MDSAP foundation has been created by the GSTF, that is a Global Harmonization Task Force, and later on it has been taken up by the IMDRF in 2011. And in 2011, they have decided that they will run this pilot run for the 3 years for the MDSAP. Immediately, they are not implement this MDSAP. So 3 years, they keep their eyes on the MDSAP and they launch the pilot run. And after the 2014, this MDSAP has been replaced and the fully implemented by the January 1st, 2017. So that is some simple basic, because MDSAP is a very new, it's not like a ISO and the other standard which has been published in the 10 years back, 15 years back. That is a very new concept. So there is some audit cycle. Once you will get the certification, and if you are planning to get the certificate related to the MDSAP, then how the system, how the structure, how the audit has been happened. The firstly is the initial audit. Initial audit is categorized in the two way. First is the stage 1 audit and the second is the stage 2 audit. So in the stage 1, the organization, the notification body want to check your readiness, how much you are ready, how much you are prepared for the MDSAP. So after stage 1, they let you know, this is the NC and this you need to improve in your system. And after that, once you will submit the complete NC, complete CAPA, and they accept that, then they will inform you for the stage 2 audit. And when the stage 1 and stage 2 audit has been completed, they will issue the certificate. And after 1 year, there is a surveillance audit. In the second year, also the surveillance audit. But in the third year, they are planned for the recertification. After 3 years, your certificate has been expired. So you all are most aware about what is the surveillance audit and what is the certification audit. So surveillance audit is nothing. That is a regular audit. You can say that is a routine audit in which the organization and the notification body want to check that if you are ready, if you are maintaining, if you are complying the requirement as per the standard or not. So that is just kind of a random audit, or you can say that is for the readiness audit. Okay, they are checking that you are ready with all the requirements. It's not like that if once audit has been finished, then you are stop your working. Okay, and the recertification audit is the detailed audit. When the certification bodies plan for your recertification, they are going in a very deep way. They will check the each and everything in the detailed way. The manpower is the more, the auditors will be more. So in this way, that is a detailed audit. So MDSAP audit cycle is very similar with the 1348 cycle. It's not the huge difference in the cycle in the time. So that is the simple of the MDSAP audit cycle. So there is two additional thing in the MDSAP. One is the special audit. So what is this special audit? Special audit are extraordinary audit in that they are not part of the plan audit cycle. This audit should only be used when necessary and should focus on the specific element of the medical device organization QMS. So that is not a plan audit. For example, in this year you have a MDSAP audit. Maybe the next plan schedule audit is the next year. But in the meantime, if you want to extend your scope, if you have a plan for only the design development, now your scope has been extended for the dispatch also, for other activity also, for the new kind of sterilization also, and the scope has been changed. So MDSAP will not wait for the 1 year. In that scenario, you need to notify to the MDSAP, now my scope has been changed and now I am ready. You can come and do my audit, and they will issue the recertificate as per the extension of your scope. So this kind of audit is called special audit in the MDSAP. And in another scenario, for example, if they feel that something is very critical in their last audit, they have observed For example, they feel that your product is sterile and you don't have done the sterilization validation. So there is a two way, or you have done the sterilization validation but in a not a proper way. So maybe in the some extension, if your product is not very critical, they will give you the some time, and after 6 months, after 7th month, they will do the re-audit. So that is called my special audit. And the second audit, that is called the unannounced audit. So unannounced audit, I think you must are aware at what scenario, at which time the notification and the regulatory body will do the unannounced audit. The another type of special audit is the unannounced audit. The MDSAP participating regulation authority required the auditing organization to conduct unannounced audit in circumstances where the high risk non-conformity has been detected. So just let me know. I just want to understand from your side. Just tell me in what scenario you can say that regulation can do the unannounced audit. For example, related to your product, related to any scenario. Tell me.
In case of adverse event.
In case of
Adverse event.
in case of adverse event, correct. And just tell me whatever you understood. Now just let me know. I will explain you in detail also, and just I want to understand. Just make this session interactive.
The regulatory requirement is also that in 3 years or 5 years there must be one unannounced audit conducted.
Yes.
If there are repeated major findings, then in that case also maybe.
Yeah, correct. So all the answers are correct. Unannounced audit means something is very critical, something is very serious. In case of any adverse event, if your regulatory authority has been feel that if there is something going to be very wrong and that will affect to the mass public, maybe for the thousand of people is going to just affect just because of one major non-conformity. In that scenario, what they will do, they will do the unannounced audit. In unannounced audit, they are not going to tell you their schedule, their plan, their audit agenda. They will directly come at your place and they will do the audit. Okay, so that is an unannounced audit, but that will happen in the very worst scenario, in the very worst condition, when you are not maintaining any QMS system, when you have already published a very major non-conformity that will lead to a death or lead to be harm to a mass public. In that scenario, they will do the unannounced audit. Okay. So here is some activity. This is for all of you. Just read out this 8 blocks and arrange this. What you think? If you are an organization, if you are a person, and now you have a plan and you have a planning to do the MDSAP audit, you want to prepare, you want to upgrade your QMS system, then what will be the sequence? You can see here na 8 blocks. So kaun sa pehle aayega? What you will do? First you will do the gap assessment, then you will get the certificate, and you will get the final certificate first, then you will get the draft certificate. Just arrange this all the blocks. Activity is clear for you guys?
Say yes or no, or you can write down in the chat box.
Yeah. And you have a 5 minutes. What you understood, what is your understanding? As per that, just arrange these 8 blocks. Once you have done, please let us know.
So Vidyashri has given the sequence.
Okay.
Avni has given. You just check in chat box.
Okay. 'Rashib, just help me. Everybody has been done?
No, 3-4 people.
Okay.
I hope everybody is trying, applying their brain.
I need everybody's answer.
Yes,
Yeah.
everybody should apply their brain. Then
Yeah.
only your involvement will be seen.
Yeah, and then only I will move to the next slide.
Correct. So which is the first activity, second activity you have to say? Okay, 4 people have given. Praveen Gupta, Avni, Saurav Patnaik, Pradeep Verma. Five people have given.
Okay.
Just wait for another 2-3 minutes. Please complete. Everyone has to complete the activity.
Four answers, okay. Five, six, six.
Okay. Dr. Vidyasagar has also given. So R.D. Sharma, Vidyashri 2, Avni 3, Saurav 4, Praveen Gupta 5, Pradeep Verma 6, Vidyasagar 7. Still 3 people have to answer. Don't copy paste answer from the previous person. This is for you. You have to think about it.
Done? All are done, Rashi?
Yeah, you can start, I think.
Okay.
8 people have done. Okay.
Yeah. So here you can match your answer. That sequence is 3, 2, 5, 4, 6, 1, 8, 7. First, you will do the gap assessment in your existing QMS, then QMS development as per the standard requirement, then select the certification body, approach to the certification body, stage 1 and stage 2 audit by the selected certification body, review and close NC received from the certification body. Then you will receive a one draft certificate for your approval, for your scope checking, for the address of your factory and everything. And finally, you will receive the approved and final certification. So I hope that is a clear for all of you guys. Yes? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Very nice. So second thing, why this MDSAP is required and what is the objective for this MDSAP? What is the use of this MDSAP? So MDSAP is the first thing is the single audit program. So single audit adjusts your time. Maybe for the 5 regulation, you have to spend your time for the 5 times. For Australia, different day, Brazil, and different day, USA, different day. And this regulation audit has been not been finished in the one day. So you can imagine if one audit has been happened for the 3 or 4 days, then how many time you need to expend for the MDSAP, because 5 regulation has been combined in the one audit. So first thing, MDSAP will save your time. Second, single audit adjust your resource also. It's not like that in the 5 different audits, 5 different times. So maybe in the you need to expend your resource also. That is a very important thing for any organization. So that will save your resource also. This is a routine audit and the scheduled or planned audit. So it's not like that randomly they will come and say, hey, now I'm going to do your MDSAP audit. It's not like that. That is a very simple, with very planned audit. They will send you the audit agenda. They will describe you each and everything at which day, which time, which schedule they will do the audit. So that is a very simple and very very simple and a systematic audit. There is no surprise on the MDSAP until and unless I have put the scenario, I have explained you, until and unless there is any adverse event, there is a major non-conformity in the market. So no additional requirement for the manufacturer. So there is no additional requirement from the MDSAP. MDSAP is just a QMS audit, and they just combine the 5 regulation in the